Hello, Aspirants. I'm from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 22nd February current affairs. The topic taken from the daily edition. The topic is non-governmental organization, that is the NGO misusing foreign funds for religious conversion, said by Chhattisgarh CM. This topic comes under our GS2, the role of NGO, SHG, various groups and association, donors, charities. In this topic, we are going to discuss about the what is non-governmental organization? What are the significance of this NGO, that is empowering the marginalized group, innovating policy making? What are the need for the regulation of the non-governmental organization? What are the regulatory provision which is provided in the constitutional provision, legal framework, financial regulation? What are the way forward to strengthen the NGO? These are the topic we are going to discuss in this topic. This topic is very much important for our mains. First of all, why it is in the news? The NGO using foreign funds, that is alleging the non-governmental organization in Chhattisgarh were misused foreign fund to received in the name of health and education for religious conversion. That is said by Chief Minister Vishnu Dio Dasai on Friday. This is the news. First of all, the non-governmental organization. What is non-governmental organization? The non-governmental organization, UN has given the definition, that is as an independent non-profit, a voluntary citizen group that is organized at a local, nation and also international level to address the issue and support the public good is called the NGO. The World Bank, which categorized the NGOs organization that committed to activities and alleviate the suffering, protect the poor interests, preserve the environment and provide the essential social services to the community development. So, first of all, what are the significance of the non-governmental organization? First of all, there is a empowering the marginalized group. NGO uplift the marginalized communities by providing the financial aid, education, skill development and market access, like Seva, support women laborers, and also Pradham, that improves the education underprivileged areas. The second thing is innovating the policy making. First of all, the NGO driven advocacy has led to the creating a inclusive government schemes like RTI, MG and Rega, Food Security Act, and also extended arms of the government, that the NGO help the government programs, especially in the remote areas like Akshaya Patra, support the midday meal scheme for school children, and bridge between the government and citizen. NGO foster the dialogue, ensuring the effective implementation of development program, and also it will create the awareness and assistance, that is raises awareness between the people, community, and also provide the legal support to the victim for the human right violation, like example Amnesty International campaign for global human rights, and also strengthen the accountability. The NGO use tools like RTI, PIL to enhance that is a public interest litigation and right to information, that is a enhance the transparency, address the social justice issues through via PIL in the Vishaka case and workplace sexual harassment guidelines, and also preserving the cultural heritage. The NGO work to preserve the cultural, and also it promote the cultural and historical heritages, which instilling the pride among the youth and fostering the deeper approach and also traditional practices, like Speak McKay promotes the Indian classical music and culture, and also there is environmental conservation at the forefront of the advocating sustainable development and also environmental conservation, that raising awareness about the climate change, pollution, and also promoting the renewable energy. The CSE promotes the clean energy and climate policy. There is a many challenges faced by the non-governmental organization. First of all, the organization, which is a regulatory challenge, is the one thing. First of all, there is a complex law, frequent policy challenges that restrict the foreign funding, hinder the effective project implementation, and also there is a funding constraint is there. There is a over reliance of the donor funds, the stringent FCRA regulation which will combine the global economic downturn and also limit the financial stability of the NGO. And also there is a transparency, accountability, ensuring the operational and financial transparency remains difficult. So it is a main problem facing by the NGO, that scrutiny over the financial irregularities and mismanagement leading to a decreased donor confidence. and also there's a public distrust is one of the reasons. There is many allegation against corruption, mismanagement in some high profit basis, and also there's a high profile NGO have eroded public trust, damaged their credibility, and also affected the future donation. And also there's a donor driven agenda, the geographical imbalance. The NGO focus urban areas implement the donor driven initiative that not aligned with the local needs, and for promoting the controversial sex determination technology. So, and also it dependence on the donors is one of the reasons. Heavy reliance on the external funding impacts the long term sustainability and independence of the NGO. And also there's a many technological limitation is there. Many NGOs struggle with the outdated technology and lack of digital infrastructure, which limiting their operational reach and also effectiveness. There is a need for the regulation of the government. First of all, they required the transparency. The several NGO have been blacklisted for the financial mismanagement, underscoring the need for stricter regulatory frameworks and also credibility. The India has nearly one NGO every 400 people. We have one NGO. It making difficult to distinguish between the genuinely serving social causes and also those primarily created access of the government grants. And also there's a complaint that fewer than 10% of India's 30 lakh registered NGOs submits the mandatory annual returns, which undermine the financial transparency. And also there's a development hindrance. It's one of the reasons that is a foreign funded NGO have obstructed by the development projects, leading to a 2.3 reduction in the GDP. And also there's a national security. There is a certain NGO have been associated with the money laundering, organized crime, and also extremist group that posing national security threat. There is a many regulatory framework. First of all, through the our Indian Constitution, Article 19 1 of C guarantees the right to form association, including establishing NGOs, and also Article 43 to encourage the promotion of rural cooperation as part of socio-economic development, and concurrent list of 28 will provide the legislation on charities and charitable institution addressing the regulation. There is a legal frameworks will provide for the NGO regulation. First of all, there is a Society Registration Act 1860 that provides govern the registration of society formed to promoting charitable, cultural, and educational purposes. Indian Trust Act 1882 that applies to organization formed to charitable purpose, which governed by the trust deed. Section 8 of the Companies Act 2013 provide a framework for registering the non-profit companies when profit are used exclusive to promoting social causes. There is a financial regulation also given for the NGO. First of all, Foreign Exchange Management FEMA Act 1999 that manages foreign exchange to form trade and payments. The extended 2016 to monitor the foreign contribution to NGO, and Foreign Contribution Regulation Act FCRA 2010 that regulate the foreign funding to NGO, which ensure approved purposes and mandates the registration with a renewal every 5 years once. So these are the financial, constitutional, and legal framework for the regulating non-governmental organization. There is a many way forward. That is to simplify the NGO regulation is a main thing, to implement the Vijay Kumar's committee recommendation, emphasizing the light regulations and establishing a nodal body to strengthen the NGO governmental interactions. And also there is a national accreditation system that establishes a centralized accreditation body to ensure improved governance, accountability, and also service delivery within the NGOs. And also unified legal framework, which is enact the central law for NGO to eliminate overlapping the state level regulation, ensuring the clarity and also effective grievance redressal, and also enhance the consultation mechanism to create a joint consultative forum to ensure continuous productive dialogue between the NGO and the governmental, address the shared concerns to strengthening the FCRA. That is the main things. To strengthen the FCRA will definitely give the robust monitoring and foreign funding through the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act FCRA, balancing the regulation of the balancing security and development goals. Promote transparency. There is a expand the enhanced platform like NGO that is Darpan and NGO partnership system to improve the accountability and transparency within the sector. There's an investment in the capacity building to provide the ongoing training, professional development opportunity will definitely reduce the mismanagement and strengthen the management capabilities and leverage the technology to encourage the digital tools, that data analytics and also mobile technology to streamline operations, enhance the monitoring, and also it will provide the transparency, improve the service delivery. And also there is a resource mobilization is one of the things that diversify the funding sources from the social entrepreneurship, corporate social responsibility partnership, and also adapt the best practice like establish transparent governance frameworks and financial management practice to build the trust with the donors, beneficiary, and the public. This is a way to regulate our NGO. Thank you so much.